Hello, everybody. This is Joanne from the Muirmid Arts and Cultural Center, continuing with our weekly Cal State University tukwut Leadership Circle and Mountain Shadows Outreach Center. This is lesson 3, drumming from you know who, that tall, dark, and handsome guy, Aki. Aki, here you go.
Oh, Joanne, there's something else. As you see with my eyes, I'm smiling. We're going through a COVID time, and so I want you to remember to practice wearing your masks. I want you to remember to keep your hands clean, sanitize your hands before you touch your drums, sanitize your hands before you touch all of your instruments, and you won't have to really worry about your instruments. If you exchange instruments with anybody, make sure you sanitize your hands, and make sure they sanitize their hands first. Welcome, and we're going to go into a class of, I went into the drums the last time. This time I'm going to show you a few more things about the drums, and then we'll try to do a little couple beats, okay? Last time I showed you the djembe, how it was made. I told you about how it was made by the woman. I told you about how it comes from a bowl that was made for the woman to mix up to grind up the cornmeal and the things in Africa. And then after the bowl got a hole in the bottom, they would discard the bowls. And then men, they were big bowls. Men took the bowls and started putting goat skins across the bowls, tightening the goat skins, and that's where your original drum comes from. So the woman plays a great part in the drum. Again, back to the woman with the heartbeat. So as you remember this and forge this into your heart, our mothers are the beginning of our heartbeat, which comes to her from God. So we're all inspired by the heartbeat. The drum is an oscillation of sound, just like light waves, it has waves. And because of this, this is where we get our music. All instruments come from this right here, from the oscillation movement of air. So again, we started off with the djembe, which is the original drum. It means heart. Djembe means heart. Okay, and they come in different sizes. We have this size here, we have this size here, we have this size here, we have little ones here, and we even have teeny weeny ones, but I don't have them right here with you. We also have tall, real long djembes like that. It's almost like a conga, but we'll get into that later. We have these type. And over here we have different types. This one here we have is from Remy, and they make a good drum. It's a good practice drum. I told you the last time, $125 at Guitar Center. Be a good drum for you guys to start with. You carry it with you, don't have to worry about it in the rain or anything. This is a conga from Brazil. And so it's made different, it's tightened different, and it's made with stronger armor so it can last longer. It has a Spanish background, more of a Moorish background. We'll get into that in one of our lessons. This right here is the dun. This comes from the dunba, which is a progressive note-bearing drum that carries the bass rhythm for the dun, which is the gathering of elders. And this right here is out of the dunba, is the dunbi. This right here is the, you have to excuse me.
You get back.
This is the dunba. And then we have the kinkani, which is a smaller one too. Now, back to the drums. We're going to remember that this is made with goat skin stretched across the head of this. And we remember our hands go bass, tone, slap across the fingers here. And we did a bass and tone and slap. I'll keep the sound down. See that? And then I also taught you again that we have another rhythm that is beginning to come to me as part of a dun, which comes from Africa. It is the beginning rhythm. It's a heartbeat rhythm, and it starts off with a slap, and then a bass, and then a tone and a tone. To do this, I showed you that you put your drum like this in front of you, take your hands and go like this. and then put your hands down on the edge of the drum, just like that, so that your thumb comes right to the edge, so that this isn't hitting. These are raised. That's how you want to hit the drum. Spread is slap, close, and planted is the tone. Bass, a curved hand as best as you can, and then practice that. I'm just doing this with the slap, and then I'm doing with the tone. See the difference? Slap, tone, that slap. I'm bouncing off of the slap. And then with the tone, I want to plant it. Okay? And then for the bass, yes. So I'll do a small rendition of the dun dun so that you can practice it, and then we'll come together and get better. The one part of the dun dun is and then there's a second part where now, if you and a friend gets together, you can have your friend do this. And then you can go. You can do this forever. Then fall back into it. See that? Say it to yourself. Speak it to yourself. Whatever you speak, your hands will do. And at the end, we have what is called the ending yakadi, was like, it could be anything like that, but this is the main thing we can learn. Now I can try this on different drums. This is a much different drum here. The sound is going to be different. I grab my drum, put it in front of myself. If you purchase a drum that is a djembe, you notice that this is on the skin is a line here. When we do this with goat skin, we stretch a goat skin that comes off the back of the animal right here. Now we put the back of the animal in the center of the drum. You can see that center right here. On some it's more obvious, on some it's less obvious, like this one here. You can see it, but you can still see the line of the back of the animal. We want to play this drum like this. Each time you sit down, you want to line it like this. After a while, your hands will make a spot right here. So, again, this is the manner of grain that comes down the back of the animal, and we play on each side of that. That is the ending that you can put on it. Now, we are going to go into a little beat, and I want you guys to beat with me. I have a little instrument that I didn't bring with me, but generally I put it on my foot. And I'd like you to start with that. On our next lesson, I'll have it with me. But for right now, I'm just going to shake my foot.
It's hard.
See that? This starts my beat. So I'll go slow. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Slowing it down. 3 and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 3 and 4, and 1, and 3 and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3 and 4, and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. This is a good practice habit to teach yourself timing. 3 and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3 and 4, and 1, and 2, 3 and 4. 4 and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Now, we'll take that and we'll go into a beat, and you can see how the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 works in it. We'll do one with the bass, tone, and slap. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and listen, tone and slap and set and hey and hey, you hear that? That's funky. It's the basis for your music in America, in Africa, and around the world. Hey, see that? 1, 2, 3. We'll slow it down. Hey, 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 hey. And now we're gonna give it a little shot and see how we can make it sound real good. Are we going away? It's time to end our session, and we'll end it real nice like. Okay, that's the end of our session. Thank you for joining me. Remember, bass, tone, slap. Remember your hands on the drum. Remember sanitation, and love one another beyond belief. Thank you.